What's good, YouTube? You already know what time it is. Your boy Mar. We back. Showtime Mar now, actually. But I'm back with another video. I ain't gonna lie. Do not mind. I ain't gonna lie. You see this right here? I had this many years ago. I don't know why it's there. Don't worry about it. But anyways, you're here with a different type of video, a reaction video. I mean, I've done reaction videos or whatnot, but this is the start of my Showtime Mar era. So let's do it. It's no better way to start it than in boxing. So anyways, today we're watching a video called "This Is Why Canelo Will Dominate Terrence Crawford." And do I believe that he will? Absolutely not. But people gonna say whatever they want, and I just want to PSA, you know what I'm saying? This will be the final time I wear this jacket right here. You're never gonna see it again on my channel. I wore it in too many videos. It's big, it's blue, and yeah.
There's a reason why Canelo is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
I'm not gonna try to like keep pausing it or nothing like that. I hope the video ain't too loud. That's why I like to pause it. I know don't worry about it. But anyways, I was watching that Berlanga fight. That was the funniest fight I ever seen in my life when he was doing this. And then I was on Twitter and I was seeing people making the memes with the clapping monkey. They was bogus, bro.
Fight fans, welcome back.
Now what they gonna say? They always talk, I'm the best fighter in the world.
Canelo's all about show me the money, and then we'll get that big fight that everybody wants.
When whispers began, the idea of Canelo versus Crawford just felt like another pipe dream, a little like the what-ifs of Inoue facing Gervonta, or better
Inoue would win that.
Up to challenge Usyk.
Not gonna lie to y'all.
Not gonna happen. I guarantee you, it's not gonna happen.
Canelo Crawford.
It's not gonna happen.
Are you lying?
In 2025, money talks, and hypotheticals are becoming realities.
It's gonna be the biggest fight ever.
Eyes.
Tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes! Let's go! Canelo, come on!
Come on, let's go.
I got
If
my
you're
thoughts
a
on
Crawford
Turkey,
fan,
but
you can put the pitchforks away because a reverse of this video will be coming in the very near future.
bro, that video never came, bro. Why is you lying? Hold on, we gonna look. We gonna come back to this. You know what I'm
Hello
saying?
again, everybody. Steve Al.
I don't think that video ever came. Oh, it did. My bad.
Hello again, everybody. Steve.
I apologize. I do apologize. My bad. We're not starting this video over.
Make the man miss.
And where Crawford is actually the taller of the two, with an additional 10 centimeters
Look at his
of
reach.
Canelo's much broader frame is fine-tuned at super middleweight and is comfortably rehydrated up to 100.
So my thing about this whole weight stuff and all this, I think about fighters like, y'all probably gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But I think of fighters like Floyd Mayweather. He started at I think he started at flyweight, if I'm not mistaken. And he moved all the way up to super welterweight. So it's like that weight stuff kind of, and even Canelo started at what? Probably, I think he started at lightweight. I think he started at super lightweight or welterweight. I think he started at welterweight, but he moved all the way up to 170. I mean, it's like difference between it because Crawford isn't like, you know what I'm saying? He's more of he don't got too much like experience moving up in weights and stuff like that. But I don't know, bro. I think Crawford is more skilled than Canelo, and people gonna crucify me in the comments for saying that, but it's my honest belief. I've watched both of them for many years, you know what I'm saying? Even though I haven't really been the biggest fan of boxing for all that long, but I've been watching. So I just like the eye test, and then now knowing what I know, it's just Canelo, he like that. Don't get it confused. But like Crawford, dude, that's a different beast, bro.
180.
And everybody gonna talk about that Madrimov fight, bro. I don't care about none of that, bro. Madrimov is not a bad. Yeah, he got destroyed by Victor Ortiz, but we not gonna talk about that. What we gonna talk about is Crawford might not be able to beat Ortiz, but who knows?
5 pounds for
I'm trolling.
Time and time again.
I think skill like power and skill is just
47, 154, everybody's bigger than me. I'm a small fighter.
he is like 5'6".
Berlanga bulked up to 193 for Canelo, gaining 25 pounds by fight night, and still found himself unable to bully the bully.
Yeah, but we all know Berlanga is not as skilled. Like he's not bad, but
So Bud's venture into unfamiliar territory, even with an inch-perfect weight plan, looks like a clear step too far.
And that's how you put a guy out.
I've heard
Canelo's great,
conversations
though.
about how many times you want to fight moving forward. Do you have a number in mind?
It's not so much
That
that
probably gonna be his
age
last
will
fight.
play a factor, After all, despite being 3 years younger than Crawford, Canelo started his professional campaign 3 years earlier, and with 25 more fights to his name, he's certainly the more battle-worn of the two.
Less injuries piling up, less number of fights.
Less wars.
However, it is a matter of time.
They fight in September, it'll probably be next year. But that give me time to, you know,
Bulk up.
Yeah, get my body right.
Is this a weight jump too much for Crawford? Or
Yeah, I will say,
time? We'll find out.
this is gonna be like I gotta pause because I don't know if y'all can hear me, but this will be a good test though, because at the same time, you know what I'm saying, he's going from welterweight. Everybody keeps saying he's a lightweight fight. No, he's not. He's a welterweight. He's been fighting at welterweight for years, like 5 years, 6 years. He's been fighting at welterweight. He's a welterweight fighter right now. But to jump up like welterweight, super welterweight, well, middleweight, no, super, yeah, it's middleweight. Yeah, he's at 168. That's what super middleweight. Yeah, like that's like 4 divisions, bro. That's crazy.
Tomorrow.
That's the only thing I gotta say is like
Usyk
jumping up. That's gonna be the thing with me, but
Fury,
I think he can beat him.
this wasn't done overnight.
He believes he's got it.
Easy work.
Usyk looks to the heavens.
Y'all seen what Floyd did to him?
It was a calculated heavyweight ascension done in stages against the correct opposition over a 4-year span.
Usyk isn't a heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight, but everybody was
Where
like,
time was on the Ukrainian side, a 37-year-old Terence Crawford won't be afforded that same luxury.
I mean, I can't see there's nobody else out there for you. I can't see when we talking mega fights.
So where a Charlo, even a Fundora,
Charlo was
would have
ducking.
been a more logical next step.
but nobody fighting his tall, lanky.
This time
Yeah, word I'm not. That's not no cuss word. So
sensitive plunge into the deep end with very little time to acclimatize just got even more treacherous.
These are just not names that even gets out for a jog for. The only name he wants to fight is Canelo.
And now that they're in the ring, can you see the size advantage that Madrimov has, how wide his back is, and the shoulder?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I watched this fight, bro. I fell asleep in the middle of it. Not because it was boring, because I was tired. I actually barely got sleep that night. But I was watching the fight until about the 5th round. I fell asleep, bro. Not due to them. It was actually a decent fight, but I was too tired, bro. But nah, I rewatched it, and it was a pretty good fight.
When Crawford did make his first step
definitely,
against
you know what I'm
Israel
saying, he didn't win
last August, things became
very
even more uncertain.
unanimously, but
he didn't really look too dangerous, Crawford, up in the ring.
Right.
So imagine Canelo being the bigger guy, being the beast up in the ring. It's almost like a no contest.
Controversial.
Yeah, you can't say
some,
that.
But the judges saw Crawford edge out a close-fought victory.
He definitely did edge it out.
But he has been met with stern resistance.
Madrimov ain't like he not bad.
Unfortunately,
Victor Ortiz
it was
whooped him,
far
but
from the emphatic statement that many expected. So far, in fact, that His Excellency announced a complete change of direction regarding Crawford-Canelo.
Apparently, Canelo Alvarez is no longer an option for Terence Crawford. Turki Alalshikh didn't go into details as to why he's no longer interested in the fight, but that was the biggest opportunity for Terence Crawford to make a big,
I can't wait.
money.
I'm about to put money on Crawford. I'm about to win. I'm gonna come back to this video too. I'm gonna be like, yo,
done deal.
The good news
I won that
is
money. What's up?
Madrimov is a handful. He's unorthodox, tricky, and far more talented.
I'm putting 100 on it. I'm a double. I'm a
and it's a victory that
quadruple,
could age
duple
like
my money.
fine wine.
I'm gonna be in New York.
Super close fight. I believe when you come into that ring as champion, you got to take the belt off that champion. Terence Crawford didn't do that.
The bad news is that long left hook, which comes around the guard. Madrimov found it.
That's the shot that you guys have been asking for.
I'm going into the town. No, I'm gonna be in Jersey. I'm about to go to Jersey. I'm gonna bet in Jersey.
But the problem is now that he also has to prove that he can absorb.
Go to that little casino down there. What not?
This is the big time for Canelo Alvarez. He's been here before.
Put some money on that.
Sport for 10 years.
I wanted to go to Vegas
Another
for it.
past event, which provides another warning to Terence Crawford, was a night where an aggressive, undisputed king also missed the mark while daring
Man,
to be great.
Charlo, bro. My question, bro, Charlo, why wasn't he supposed to fight his brother originally? His brother, I don't think that was. I didn't watch this fight, so I don't know. I think his brother was gonna fight him and then didn't fight him because his brother was at 154. He's like undisputed, and then he didn't want to. and then he was ducking Crawford. Like, come on, bro. Hey, what's up?
Undisputed world
This was a weight jump too.
As big as I thought he was, though. You know, everybody want to make him seem like he like man. I'm like, felt like a 54 fight. Like we back at 54 or something together.
Crawford is much more creative and has more tools, and surely there's too much dog in him to go out like that.
I don't know if he was scared or not, but you know, Canelo did a tremendous job in there. What like was you in there tonight, Terrence? I'm different. Which one you different?
But Charlo does have more power. So where Crawford's only hope will be to make...
Bro, Crawford got power, bro. He had a mean streak of knocking people out. Not viciously or nothing, obviously, but I don't know what I don't know where he don't got power stuff. Or, not saying nobody's saying he don't got no power, but they saying his power isn't. He got power, bro.
Canelo miss and then make him pay.
Oh, and Crawford just nails him.
The question remains, how much will he really have to pay if he does miss?
My concern is that he won't hurt Canelo. And if he doesn't hurt Canelo and can't hurt Canelo,
he don't gotta hurt him.
Then Canelo keeps coming.
So if you were outstrengthed at 154 against Madrimov, do you really want to go to 168 and fight the guy with arguably the best chin in the sport? I don't think it's a great idea.
Canelo definitely got that. He definitely got one of them crazy chins, though. I'll give that to him.
But he's never really needed to keep a Canelo at bay.
Sharp, accurate jab from Terrence Bud Crawford.
Instead, he relies on timing, accuracy, and those shots you don't see coming.
He was just trying to, do what he normally do, maul, and, push me back. But I used my angles and, I pushed him back at times as well.
The Canelo pressure and chin to match, however.
That Amir Khan fight, they both fought him. Canelo, that was a crazy knockout. When Crawford fought him, he hit him they say he hit him low.
36 rounds against the hardest
and he just quit. He just didn't want to fight no more.
And
they caught the fight off. I watched that fight, not live, but
from some huge wonder. Crawford isn't going to hurt him, at least not in a slugfest.
Nah, he ain't gonna hurt him.
Instead,
I don't think so neither, but
to victory
he gonna have power to keep him off him.
Blueprints. That said, if Bud fails to assert himself or gain enough respect,
you gotta slow the fight down for sure.
Become the latest addition to that ever-growing Canelo highlight reel.
Fight be ready to go.
He not knocking Crawford out.
You can't stay focused.
Crawford got one of them chins too, though.
Take a rest against a strong puncher like this because it only takes one punch.
From that list of knockouts, there's one that stands out, and it sets up the next segment perfectly.
You see Amir Khan? That's him. I was just talking about him.
I said, I won that fight, and Oscar called me.
Amir Khan was another guy moving up.
I'm not gonna lie. I was watching the fight, like, not live, but I was watching the fight, and I was seeing Amir Khan. Amir Khan was fake winning. He was fake winning. I'll get that to him. He was fake winning. That jab, his jab was so fast. That jab, when he was hitting him with that jab, he was hitting him with, and then, you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna see what happened. If y'all don't know, y'all gonna know today.
That was tempted by the style matchup.
I want to caution you to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times.
Fast, brave, and fundamentally sound. But he was another one that also learned the hard way just how hard Canelo hits.
And it ended the way almost everybody thought.
I had a cut, man.
With a power shot.
That's why I got this on. I'm about to get a cut soon.
Fought the Brit 3 years later, and while who did it best comparisons rarely work because
that don't really matter.
The Nebraskan also managed to get him out of there, albeit far less impactful.
Yeah, I just told you. I was just telling you about this.
That was significantly low, I think. Stop it. This fight's being stopped because of that.
Yeah, no, that was disappointing. I'm like, we got a good fight. And Crawford was obviously winning unanimously in my head. It was like 3 rounds or something.
Bud outclassed him and broke him down until that questionable shot.
Yeah, he was whooping him.
Canelo, on the other hand, sent him to the shadow realm.
A triple G kind of knockout.
Another reminder of that mid to late round reality.
Well, we all know Amir Khan's chin wasn't really
Canelo opponent.
Canelo reminded him of that body shot and that pain.
Now for him, he wants to go for like Canelo, I would advise him not to go for that. Yeah. But if he's the man, and he knows how good he is.
The problem for most is that they've never really felt anything like it, especially at super middleweight.
Outside they say, it's easy. Oh yeah. But when they go inside, that's why they don't throw punches. Yes. It's different when they face me.
So where Crawford had a moment against Mean Machine,
yeah, he did. That should have been a knockdown.
He was wobbled by Gamboa.
Gamboa did do that, but Gamboa used to be like that though.
Colors and soaked up some impressive shots from
Until he fought Tank.
Look at, there's another one, 3 in a row.
Crawford, who is used to dominating the competition,
has had a shot to shake the chain.
Lateral movement and elusiveness reduces the danger of the overhand right that slept Khan and Kovalev.
You know, all he was doing was trying to establish points and get points, you know, but we knew it would come, and everything came out the way we had planned.
But the body shots and accumulation punches will be the real test. Bivol larger frame took the punishment, and Floyd's feet kept him out of trouble. Can Crawford's toolkit do the same?
I think so.
Or will Bud's willingness to trade and his habit of taking one to give one lead to his own undoing?
You can't try
working with Floyd
all night with a Canelo. He's not gonna let you do it. He's too massive when it comes to his frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a wide guy, and he don't have to slow his feet, so he'll catch up to you.
Fighters like that it's like a chess match, bro. You make the wrong move, you're gonna get fucking caught.
But the time is impeccable. It's better than anyone
David,
else.
That's Jose.
Both men are amazing counterpunchers, and where Crawford's ability to punch in between his opponent's punches has always been a thing of beauty, maybe even his greatest strength.
He's too slow for you, bud.
It's also a place where Canelo excels, and it's a role that he's grown into more and more as his punch output and combinations have dwindled.
He steps back off of a straight right lead, which he's not afraid of, throws a right uppercut, then
Miguel Cotto.
left hook.
You'd likely give the edge to Bud in terms of speed, timing, and counterpunching as a whole. However, up at 168,
he's going to be a little slower,
unknown quantity.
You're holding on to 21 pounds of muscle, so your cardiovascular might be a little different. That's a whole nother fucking animal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come.
Madrimov found some success in being patient and trying to counter the counterpuncher.
This is just extreme patience for Madrimov.
But he was a little too patient. A confident Canelo sitting in the pocket could certainly make those moments count. And it'd be in far more clinical fashion.
I got another video coming right after this.
In boxing, do you still believe you're the best fighter in boxing? Yeah. Why do you think that you've kind of dropped down on some of these pound for pound lists behind
ain't fight nobody
and the Usyks?
You should never look into public beliefs too much because Roger Mayweather was right.
Recently.
But the predictions and breakdowns for this one are a landslide, and even more so when you consider the
most people don't know
opinions
SHIT about boxing.
The fighters that are all too familiar with weight cuts, weight jumps, and weight difficulties.
You know, Crawford got the skills, but I'll probably go with Canelo.
I think Canelo wins that fight based on just the size.
My opinion is my opinion. Yeah. I don't think Crawford can beat Canelo.
He has a lot of disadvantages against him, so I feel like Canelo wins.
In women's boxing, Amanda Serrano did manage a successful 3-weight jump when she beat Heather Hardy.
But Amanda Serrano, one of the greatest of that weight in women's boxing. One of the greatest.
In the men's ranks, despite a few attempts, I don't think there's ever been a successful 3 or 4-weight jump, at least not on a licensed fight.
I mean, come on. When has a smaller, good guy ever beaten a good, bigger guy? It's never happened in the history of the sport. You know,
it's like it's challenge. It's what we used to see in the 80s.
Nothing is impossible in the theater of the unexpected, but it would certainly be the biggest.
I would definitely be watching that Ryan Garcia
and on the biggest stage imaginable.
Hey, they promised to deliver a fight that would be
live streaming it. It's gonna be a watch party.
Who cares?
Obviously, I can't have it on the screen or nothing like that.
Tune in to fight. We're all gonna be part of. We're all gonna try to be part of that event because it's gonna be huge.
Big
when
money.
it was first mentioned,
Hundreds
easy
of
fight,
millions.
easy money is how Canelo referenced the imaginary spectacle.
I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money.
And where it's certainly money that's allowed this fight to draw closer, these are two fighters that value the bigger picture just as much as their bank balances.
You know, he want to be considered the best boxer to ever lace up a pair of gloves.
So while the incentive of a big payday affords Bud a comfortable win-win scenario, the Mexican superstar won't have that same mindset.
Es un logro más para mi familia, para mi equipo, pero sobre todo para todos ustedes, para todo México.
After all, the same way
Oh, bro, yeah, I look Mexican to y'all. Keep it a bean. I look Mexican to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of people saying, no. No habla español, sir. I don't even know if I said it right.
Win launches Crawford into GOAT territory. A loss here puts a
Spanish
huge question mark on Canelo's career.
That's like Dominicans saying me no black.
He beats him.
We
He's
black.
supposed to beat him. I'm 3 weight classes above this guy. He's never fought in this weight class. He beats me. This is Canelo speaking. And I look like a fool.
Fortunately, we're talking about a fighter taglined with legacy is earned and
All right, bro. Who I got in the Canelo versus Crawford fight? I got Crawford. I got Crawford. Say what y'all want to say. Be mad at me. I don't care who watching. Crawford gonna dominate Bull. It's gonna be an easy fight, easy work, easy money, and he gonna ride off into the sunset. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we gonna watch something else, and I'm gonna make some people mad. If people gonna hate me, that's okay though. Anyways, I got my opinion. Y'all got your opinion. It's all good. We can all learn to agree. If you like the video, man, go ahead, subscribe and like. And you know what I'm saying? I'm out of this. I appreciate y'all for watching. If y'all stuck to this end of the video, man, go ahead and leave a comment down below saying end gang. I don't know. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.